Hey guys, it's Andrew from IronTrap Garage, and today we have a video on the 39 sedan. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be pulling the glass out so we can send it out to have new glass cut, so we can put it in with brand new seals and make everything fit nice and it'll look great. So let's get started.
See? Trim was holding it. Once in a while I know something.
Hey, you weren't here, so I didn't know.
I know. There you go. Let's see if that is where. Alright, so Andrew got the rear glass out and some of the garnish molding off, and we're going to try and get these windows out of the doors. A lot of times if you're lucky, you can just pry the door or the glass out of the channel just by using one of these like plastic pry tools, and then your hands obviously. And then we'll put a new seal down in the channel when we get the glass replaced. There we go. So we'll have Andrew, I don't know if you want to step through. There we go. Just wiggle it a little bit to get it. There we go. Now we're free. And I'll hold like this. Got it? There we go. Sweet. Awesome. That wasn't too bad. All right, so we got the rear windows out, we got the side windows out, got them all labeled and on the table, and now we're moving on to the windshield. So we pulled this one out of the car. You guys may remember when we found it in the junkyard. This is the one that was on it. The chrome is really bad on it, and the glass is actually not too bad in it and could be used, but it's starting to delaminate in the edges, and since we're redoing all the other glass, it's gonna really make the windshield glass look like crap. I think one of the things to kind of spruce up a car like this is by putting better interior and better glass in it. So we're gonna actually take the glass out of the one we took out of the car to use for our templates, because the windshield frame that I had sitting in my stash or inventory has better chrome, but the glass is really poor and it's going to fall apart. So we're going to steal the glass out of this, but we're also going to take the glass out of the better chrome one and clean it all up, so when we get our new glass we can put it in that and put it back in the car. And this frame will probably just get like given away or traded away to somebody that could use it or is in need on a budget. Alright, so we need a flathead screwdriver. That one broke, of course.
That one broke.
Yeah, they're either gonna break or they're gonna break loose. Yeah, 50-50 right now. One breaks, one comes out.
And the rubber you need.
Well, like to separate the frame. You just hold this frame now for me. Or hold that side up so it sets down. Oh, did I break that glass there?
Yep.
Just like we were worried about, huh? These are like the worst, they always suck. Broken and it's just spinning. Feels like it. The way it's spinning in the thing, I think so.
Hey, we got one. That's all we need.
Now the question is, will it come apart? Alright, so we got our screws knocked out. Well, broken mostly. Unfortunately, this is one of the worst parts of doing these. We had a casualty when I was pushing down a little hard. We got a crack in the windshield, which doesn't matter because we're remaking it, but we want to try and save that piece of glass because it's in good shape and that'll be a good one for a pattern. Even this one if we tape it up. But what you're going to run into if you're doing this, and I haven't done a ton of these to be honest, but I know that they're a pain in the ass, is these screws when they break off, if they break off below flush like this one, it'll slide apart still, but like this one is just above, sitting just above the surface, and it's actually catching in the hole, so you can't slide it apart. We were tapping it apart and we basically started moving, but then it got caught on this screw. So we're going to work on drilling those out so that all of them are flush, and then we should be able to separate it from our junk frame and hopefully save a good piece of glass. And then we still have one more to do. Good practice on the junk one. Why don't you start with the one we know is hitting and see if we can get that one out, and then we'll see if we can separate.
I picked the only bit that's not going to drill.
It's working, right? Try and aim that way a little bit if you can.
Like this?
Yeah, maybe not. Let's see what that looks like. That still needs to go a little more, huh?
Yeah.
Go down a little more, and then we may need to go to a bigger bit just to knock that head. Oh my God! Yeah, go a little more. Okay. Think that'll clear?
I don't see why not.
Use original parts, they say. That'll be fun. Need a little bit of that croil. Oop. Haha. All right. Let's see if we can squeeze that. I'm gonna flex it. See if we can, you don't have your gloves on anymore. Glass is pretty crappy, but I think we can save it just in case. Oop, got it. Still use your gloves, but that's one. It should be identical, but it's a good practice. Actually, if you just get one side apart, we might be able to.
That's what I was saying.
How does this fit in?
That's how I meant we might be able to just bend it out of the way here.
Well, I'm trying to learn the proper way to take it apart, so when we do the one we care about, we actually know how to save that. That's probably important. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
And this bar actually might be just one piece. Might actually be like, I think it might be attached there. Feels like it's like pinned in, or if it's screwed in, it's somewhere we probably can't get. It might be like, whoop. Okay, and then it just separated.
Well, it's probably this bottom piece with this bar and then the top piece.
Yeah. So let's see if we can save this original glass before we mess with that side. So I'm going to slide it forward to you. Let's see. Get it to come out of that corner. Hold on. Glass won't bend it.
Yeah, I know.
Let's see. Right, yours. Try. If we can just get it to slip out of that corner. There we go. There you go. Perfect. Now we do want to save. There's a little clip on that side. I think the other one was missing the little clips. Now we can get some. Well, the two worked with the tool. We'll see if the ones, I forgot to hit record. Baby. Holy crap. Probably my favorite tool that Eastwood sells. Alright. 4 for 4. Flip me over. Just swap it around. Oh, we gotta take that top screw out. Oh no. Oh. And I just put the air. Where's the tool at? Sandwich of plates. Come on. Working with old stuff.
The best thing in the world.
That's what they tell me.
Yeah, that's what they said, but I don't know.
It looked a lot cooler on the internet.
Looks like we're watching the other guy do it.
Yeah. It looks a lot cooler when I watch somebody else do it on the internet.
These idiots.
Just gotta get this top to come off and then we'll... There we go. Okay. And get it separated from the glass. Ooh, there we go. Alright, there's a top piece. And that's how it's supposed to come apart, sort of. You need that. Save that, save that.
Man, the one on the other one's nicer.
Yeah, we'll piecemeal it till we get something that's even usable. Takes 3 windshield frames to get one of this one. One usable one, I should say.
Oh, you can use all of them.
Let's sit down. Get that thing out of the way. There's the idea. There you go. Okay. This can go. We got 2 good ones, right?
Yeah.
It can go right in the truck. Hold on.
Truck?
Bed of the truck. Just jump. To throw in the trash. Okay. Just hold one of them up and make sure it's the same. It's similar as the other one. It should be, I know, but just saying. All right. All right. So this window probably we just tried to roll it up and roll it down. This window we're going to end up having to probably take the regulator out to get everything to go together, but luckily with a car like this, it's been sitting a while and you can take it apart. You can wiggle and get it, oh, there we go. Get it to come out of the channel, and then we can disassemble everything a little easier. So let's see if we can sneak it out the inside. You grab this front corner without bending. See if we can get it to...
Here, can you just grab it real quick?
Got it?
Yep.
And we'll tape that thing up so it doesn't break into a million pieces. Sweet! Like the other rear one did. All right, so we got the all the glass out, and Andrew took the time to tape up some of this glass that's like really rough, that's kind of falling apart, but we needed something that we could use for templates. And one of the things we found was, you're measuring up the glass and it's like...
Yeah, it's not identical at all. Two of the same pieces are close, but not similar, so yeah.
Yeah, so I think what we found is this car has had glass replaced like numerous times, and we only really found like maybe one piece that had the Ford like script logo on it. The rest of it's all been cut and changed over the years, and the glass is, you could see it's like not even close with how they cut some of it. Not close, but it's just the radii is different. Yeah. But really what we need is we needed one piece of glass from each area of the car, from the doors, from the rear windows, the rear side windows, the rear windows, and the windshield. Basically all of it's flat glass and it's all symmetrical, so if we had one good piece for each of them, we're in good shape. Luckily the rear side window, one of them had broken in just us moving the car around and all of that, and it just shattered and fell apart. The other one we could save, but it's really bad, so we're gonna get all new glass cut for this. What I've been doing in the past handful of years is just using a local glass shop, just an old school glass cutter that's down the street. They stock safety glass, and I found a lot of times it's a lot cheaper than buying like actual like restoration glass, because they're gonna mark it up obviously, and all they're really doing is going to a glass shop themselves. So we're gonna work on, I'm gonna actually hand these over to Mike. Mike's gonna get some time during the day, one day, to run these over, get all the glass cut for the car, which will be great. In the meantime, you got a little bit of work to do on this.
Cleaning up the windshield frame and polishing the chrome, and we're gonna get it in ship shape.
Yeah, so one thing we noticed on this frame that was kind of a bummer, even though the outside chrome's a little better, the center bar at the bottom is, for whatever reason, water must have sat there and it was a little rotten at the very, very bottom where it meets the frame. So Andrew's gonna work on getting that cleaned up, get that little area just like with the MIG, just zap it up and grind it smooth, and then we can just dust it with some paint and get it all ready to put some fresh glass in. We're pretty much done all our welding, which is really nice. So now we can start working on making things better, and that was what this project was. So we have a lot of work behind the scenes to get all the tracks and all this stuff ready for actually putting the glass back in. That's why we haven't had a lot of updates on the car, because we're doing like a lot of this like tedious work that really isn't worth a video, with like scraping out old seals and stripping old wiring out and stuff like that. But soon we're going to be starting to put the wiring back in, the interior, all that stuff, which will be really awesome. And spring's right around the corner, so hopefully you can be test driving this thing really soon. And I know
we already did test drive.
Yeah. But Andrew's excited because he's got his license. That means he can drive this thing. Yeah. And this is a great car that I won't have to be too worried if he bangs into something.
I'm not gonna bang into anything. He's an A+ driver.
He is. So that's all I have for this one. Thank you guys for following along on the 39 Forgotten Hot Rod project. Make sure you subscribe, because we'll have a lot of updates on this project. Bang, 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 coming really soon as spring comes, and I'm excited to just start ripping around this thing. Thanks, guys. See you later.